What's going up, YouTube? This is Noxy here, and we're coming at you guys now with a great video. We're going to be going over the patch 7.3 live letter. We're going to be looking at the balance Discord, and we're just going to be going over all the great fun things that's on there and talking through a bunch of stuff. Now, a little bit of background for people that don't know me. I'm sure a lot of you guys don't. I am Nox. I started playing Final Fantasy XIV online back in 2021, right at the end of Shadowbringers, moving into Endwalker. So I got a little bit of experience, but not too terribly much. So it's going to be definitely a fun experience going through. This is the first real full expansion, mostly full. I missed about half of the first 7.1 series. But it's going to be my first patch really actually playing the game. So it's going to be a fun time. We're going to have a great time with it. And let's go ahead and get into the live video. All right, so we're going to be using the balance Discord right now. Don't worry about all of my Discord channels that I'm in, because, you know, we just crazy about that. Let's just move on over here. Just so we're existing. All right, cool. So here's the splash art for it, right? Letter producer live part, oh gosh, that's math. That's 50, 60, 70, 85, 88. Final Fantasy XIV has definitely helped me learn my Roman numerals. So the name of the patch is going to be The Promise of Tomorrow. Pretty nice little splash art right here. Need to just go ahead and get her out of there. You know, we don't really care too much. All right. And we'll just go ahead and kick right on to it. Yoshida's talking about there's many spoilers in the patch, and the patch trailer became pretty much the usual stuff. For the first time in a while, they said we couldn't use specific black VGM background music in the trailer too. Release date first. Release date is going to be on August 5th. August 5th, we're going to be getting the patch. So that's a pretty good little sign right there. It's going to be nice. August 5th, we're about, what, 2 weeks away from that right now? So plenty of time to finish up our Moogles and have all that funness. Get all the grinding that you need in there before 7.3 comes out. QA lead says the schedule is fine as of now unless a large issue comes up. There will be in-game client gameplay for today's PLL. The new Deep Dungeon has a lot of changes this time, so this will be explaining in depth. So they're going to be talking a lot about the Deep Dungeon, which is great. Do love that for us. Enjoy being able to talk about Deep Dungeon. As a very avid, especially back when I first started playing the game, I loved playing some Deep Dungeon action. All right, so we got the looks like we got the actual trailer coming up here. So we'll just pause music real quick. And I actually already went ahead and pre-pulled it up, so we'll just go ahead and watch that. Oop. Didn't really watch much of it. I think it was just auto playing in the background.
There is no shame in being afraid. It is that very fear
but there is, though.
Drive you to conquer death.
Wow, Square Enix. Who would have thought? I didn't know they did this game.
Course for mankind. Let us preserve our existence unto perpetuity.
Good old Creative Studio 3.
With evolution's brilliance, will we banish the ever-present darkness of mortality.
For the longest time, we've been protected by Queen Sphene and the systems put in place by our forebears.
Oh.
But no more.
Little toxic raid boss right there, it looks like.
We need to learn on our own.
Okay.
But I'm weak. So weak.
I guess that probably would have been dungeon boss, probably not a trial.
Or this tiara, and with it the hopes and dreams of Alexandrians. I will not.
All right, Sphene's making a comeback, doing things. Not gonna lie, I didn't focus on the story too much, honestly. I just wasn't a big fan of it.
That which must be done is that which I can do.
Look at Lamont getting angry. Oh, this is definitely the trial. That was definitely the trial right there, I think. Oh, what is...
Return to the crystal
Oh.
from which you were born.
No. Little Hildebrand, all right.
Pursue your evolution with such fervor. What do you hope to achieve with this eternal existence?
We each have our goals. You seek to destroy your target. I seek to reclaim the key. Shall we forego the posturing and begin?
Oh, he's got a mustache. Means he means business.
I too have a vision for the future, and your plan is not a part of it. I won't let you harm another Alexandrian.
All right, cool. Well, there's not too much over there left. But join over 30 million adventurers. Oof. I don't know if the player numbers are going to support that kind of talk. All right, cool. So they said the Warrior Light coming back for the Fortnite. Forefront. God, I cannot read. This patch trailer was completed yesterday, and they prepared it for the stream today. They're talking about the IRL event recently. Aircon, blah, 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 blah. Don't care too much. Ending in this patch. The story of Dawntrail will be ending in this patch with further details about future plots in this patch. The MSQ is quite long, so make sure you have enough time to experience it. They still can't say anything about the trial. Morble prefers extremes, where you can react to the mechanics by instinct rather than memorization. The new extreme will be a little bit long in terms of actual mechanics, 30 seconds-ish longer. 2 tokens per clear. That's nice. Easier to get your mounts that way. All right, cool. So Yoshida said, we're considering tweaking the number of rewards per clear. Maybe a clear drops 15 tokens and you need 100 to trade in for a weapon. We're rechecking the balance of most rewards, not just extreme. I'd prefer if the weapon just dropped for me. Me too. All right, cool. So, Occult Crescent is something that I have not really touched yet. I've slightly leveled in there, but I just have not been able to bring myself to actually mess with it. I've been focusing on a lot of old content and a lot of fun stuff. Especially once I finished my firmament grind, I've kind of just been taking it easy and chilling. Little by little getting through there and doing a lot of cosmic exploration, actually. Been trying to work that up a bit. A new exclusive instance will now always be created when entering the Isle as an Alliance of 24. Okay. The Alliance meets Fork Tower entry requirements. An oral mirage will occur 5 minutes after arriving on the Isle. Instance exclusivity will remain until the mirage expires up to 10 minutes. Minimum number of players required. It will now be possible to check the sanguine ciphers that have been offered and your selection status. Okay, cool. So that's looks like they're trying to fix a lot of things from the Fork Tower runs. I know that it was pretty janky trying to get in there. A lot of people farming for excess to get the actual instance open. So it's good that they're taking a look at it. I mean, I don't know exactly how that affects it. Like I said, haven't done it yet, but that's nice. Players must offer at least one sanguine cipher to be selected for tower entry. Players who have not offered any sanguine ciphers will no longer be selected. All right, cool. So you have to have one to get in, I guess. All right. Treasure coffers found after encounters with persistent pots and happy bunnies will be adjusted to always contain enlightenment gold pieces or silver pieces. Okay. Didn't know if that was an issue or not. Quite a lot of people have been challenging this content since we made changes last patch, which is good. Some people told me they were going to try it during the last live event in Japan. All right, cool. All right, Echoes of Venedil, Part 2, Sandoria, The Second Walk. Later. Oh, okay. And then a new Crystalline Conflict Arena, the Bayside Battleground. Cool. I'm not a huge Crystalline Conflict person, but I'll enjoy it every once in a while. I don't hate it too much. PP new treasure dungeon, Vault on Anarian. All right, cool. That'll be fun. The test run of the maps to check Yoshida's luck later on. All right. I did hear about their little test run. I heard he couldn't get the portals or stuff to drop, so that's unfortunate. Bless his soul. All right, we're gonna get Wreath of Snakes as an Unreal. All right, that's gonna be a fun one to start off with. I'm not too upset about it. And chat bubble features, yes. Or, not that I used add-ons to begin with, but you know, no more of those pesky people having to use add-ons for chat bubbles. Tisk tisk. Can't believe you guys did that. All right, D Sports going to be coming to Cutter's Cry, expanded headgear options for Rothgar and Vieira. Sure. I think, as always, people say, right? Like, look at this. What is the purpose of being a Vieira if you're going to hide your ears, right? Is there a purpose behind it? I don't really know. Like, I don't get it. I do not understand for the life of me why you would make a big fuss about having to wear the hair pieces and then just fakely hide your ears. Like, where are your ears at? Did they just go into the void there? Like, honestly, what could it be? Some of the hats will automatically hide your ears regardless of your settings. Others will follow the settings you set for your gear set / armor glamour plate. All right. Bangles will now display while wearing hood-type headgear. Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. I honestly never noticed that was a thing before, but hey, let's just be honest about it. The H in Pena is silent. New Cosmic Exploration Star, Pena. New Weapon Enhancement Quest, Phantom Weapons. All right, 7.31. So what, 7.31's usually what, like 5 weeks after patch? That's the 5 week after, right? I think so. So it's going to be a little minute before we can start getting into start grinding the new star. Hopefully I can get them all up at least to 100k by that point. That way we can keep making progress towards the achievements and the mounts, but not killing it too much, just in case there's something better that comes out, you know, down the line that'll help us be able to actually grind these achievements. All right, cool. The next step for a weapon will be very different from the last step. Some of our older players may see it go, oh no, not this again. Rushing it will be much more troublesome. We have balanced it in such a way you will only need to do troublesome bit once. What could that be? I don't feel like it's a Eureka grind, because Eureka at no point was really that crazy. It's gonna have to be probably... Could it be a light grind, like in the Anima? I feel like it's gonna be like the Anima relic with the where you have to like grind the light in the certain instances, and it's either like at certain points the instance gives more. I feel like that's gonna be it. I feel like that has to be it. I don't know. That's gonna be interesting. I'm excited to see what it's gonna be. I already thought that like the only step I've gotten to is the Demi Adama for the new relics. I haven't even started the relic grinds at all. And I already hate it. Just having to do the fates, or because you can't really do the CEs because I'd have to level all the way just to start the relic, and I don't really feel like doing that. Like, I like to level like little by little in there, so then I go out and I do fates, and I'm just like, I hate this. Anyways, back and just getting off topic there. Cool, new deep dungeon. Yes. Pilgrim's Traverse. All right, 7.35, so that's going to be 8 weeks after, right? I don't know the exact times, don't quote me. It's going to be a hot minute, though, until we get into this. All right, new Allied Society quest, Yakoi. I wonder if that's going to be, it's probably crafting, right? And then, obviously, an inconceivably further Hildebrand adventures. Always a fun time, always a great experience to watch those. The staff has polished the Allied Quest storyline quite a bit. We hope that the players enjoy it. That's it for the quick summary of new content. They will start the actual demo gameplay, 24-man first. First cutscene as well. Exploring random eyes around the map for 24-man raid. So wait, this is the 24-man raid? Okay. Each bar for boss enemies selected by the dev team. A cast bar below the HP bar. Oh, okay. It's an interesting way to play. They made this change to ensure that players can focus on both the boss and the cast bars at the same time. They will add this feature to many enemies, mostly bosses, even in past content. For enemies that aren't bosses but still have important cast, they may add them as well. We make a lot of changes so that many different players will be able to experience the game smoothly. All right, cool. All right, cool. God bless. Orchestrion roll drops? Just say less. Orchestrion rolls will now drop from Alliance-specific treasure coffers, not subject to the weekly reward limits. 3 from the second boss, 3 from the third boss, 6 from the fourth boss. Cool. Lots of stuff they can't show because it's on the dev client, so they're being extra careful. Funny. All right, so this is the armor set from the 24-man. All right, these look kind of good. I still baffles me that they just printed out on paper. That's probably the healer. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that one. That's not a vibe right there. I don't like that. This one, It's all right. I don't like that. The embroidery is probably all right, but I definitely don't like those like jorts they got on. Not my favorite. And this is just, I don't know. I'd probably use the top somewhere. Maybe. Like 50-50. All right, PvP updates. PvP Series 9 begins. PvP action adjustments. Added items available for exchange with trophy crystals. That's good. It'll give me a little bit extra. Cool. 2 new tiers added. Omega and Ultima. I still have never made it to Crystal, so I don't even care too much. I've only made it to Gold. So, should probably maybe grind it. I don't know. I don't know what I want to grind this next patch off launch. Maybe it's going to be up in the air. Players now register for casual matches and parties of up to 2. Nice. So I can hang out with a friend and play some Crystalline Conflict. They've thought a lot about this and decided that this change may help a lot of people who are scared of joining PvP alone. They've also thought about adding 4-player pre-mades. That would be cool. Timer will now display indicating the time before medicine kits reappear on the screen. Cool. Just the functionality of Purify, recast time has been reduced from 24 seconds to 4 seconds. Oh gosh. That's wild. Following statuses will now have persistent visual effects. Undead Redemption, Nebula, Chitin, Wreath of Fire, and Wreath of Ice. Okay. This looks like the new one that they have. Alright, so we got 2 lanes, 2 outsides, and then looks like we can jump through from each of these. That'll work. It's a very bright map, so no special gimmicks this time. Unidirectional jump pads. Cool. So this is the PvP reward. This is a PvP reward, this one. Ew. Well, I definitely will not be grinding for PvP. Definitely not grinding for PvP. I'm not trying to cut straight out of the 90s over here, all right? Treasure Dungeon, Vault 1 Iron, a Neuron. I'm gonna go with a Neuron. This time it's not roulette, it's slots. Oh god. I'm excited. I did hear that he was really trying to line up the slots and could not on stream. All right, some glamour items. All right. It's kind of cool. A little Cinderella or something. God, that's terrifying. He's staring at you. Have fear. Have fear. Alright. He knows what mods you use. Alright. The gear looks kind of cool. I'm not too mad. Okay. I don't know about the, like, feather shoulders piece, but that'll work. DL is the one above. This one The one above that is Disciple of Hand. Okay, so this is Disciple of Land and Hand. Okay, that's better for that. All right, new deep dungeon. What is deep dungeon? I think we all know what a deep dungeon is, but if you don't, it's just 100 floors or 200 in Palace of the Dead's case, where it's a randomly generated dungeon and you have to get all the way to the top. Solo or with a player party of up to 4. And however you want to get to it, it's got to get to the top floor. A dungeon where the architecture changes each time players explore. Players begin in a designated location. Deep dungeon specific arms and gear are enhanced via play. Yes. All right, this is gain XP to level up jobs. Yep. Pilgrim's Traverse. A deep dungeon for everyone. Huh? Whether you're more casual or hardcore, whether you fly solo or run with a fixed party, Pilgrim's Traverse has something for everyone to enjoy. E.g. Savage content versus 24-man raids, adding normal Savage difficulty to different content. It's easier for the dev team to create content for each of your players. That's a lot of reading right there. I'm not going to read all that. Petitioned by the Fairy King. Oh, the Warrior of Darkness undertakes a survey of architectural remnants of the Church of the First Light in Ilmeg. Discover what ties the fallen church has to Fey folk and a hidden truth regarding the Fairy King. All right, it's gonna be Fey inspired. That's cool. Start from the first floor and make your way to floor 100. So we start up, go down. All right, requirement is your 50 clear floor 50 of Palace of the Dead. Complete the main scenario quest Endwalker. Entry conditions level 91 or higher. All right, 91. Good now. Face a boss battle every 10 floors. Easy. It goes down. Usually glamour copies. All right, this is some of the bosses. Oh, that's kind of neat. I kind of like it. Come on, load on me. Oh. Oh, I kind of like these. Oh, what's this say? Come on. Why is Discord being so slow now? In Pilgrim's Traverse, you will automatically be equipped with the Ether Pole gear, a special set of arms and armor. This gear can be enhanced as you progress. Yada yada, just like every single other one. That's cool. This is some of the gear. Oh. Oh. Oh, these are pretty. I like these weapons. That just looks like a street light, though. Like a church street light. I don't like that. I like these. I think this is actually... I'm going to have a hot take here. I think this is actually one of the only and very few good-looking Astrologian arms. I swear to God, every weapon that they have sucks. But I don't know. This one is kind of speaking to me as like, you know what? That's actually kind of dope. Initial boss. Initial quest is completed by defeating the tier 30 boss. Early floors can be attempted by either fixed or match parties, while later floors can only be attempted by a fixed party. All right, so it looks like at floor 30 and beyond, or 31 and beyond, you'll have to have a fixed party. All right. Made this change for the DDs as well, as they're balancing the dev costs right now. 231 odds of 5 over 10 floors, steadily increasing difficulty. They're relaxing the difficulty to around the Heaven on High level. Okay. Heaven on High is not bad. I like Mustache Guy. Mustache Guy is my friend. Party KOs in previous deep dungeons, you had to restart from floor 1 or 21 after a party KO. In Pilgrim's Traverse, you will additionally be able to try again from floors 31, 51. Oh. I'm sorry. But no. If you had said 51, I would have been like, you know what? That works. Level 451, that's fine. But you're telling me somebody can go all the way to 71 and then start from the beginning? That's just, that baffles me. That baffles me. Like, that is just not okay. I'm not about that. I don't like that. I think 51 would have been great to have in a 100 dungeon, but I don't think, I just don't think that's right. I don't. I'm not about that change right there. That one's not okay for me. Defeat the boss on floor 99 to reach the end. Oh. Changed. For Pilgrim's Traverse, we will be adding a new duty that allows players to directly challenge the floor 99 boss as often as they like. Come on. Like, that's gonna ruin it. What's the whole point of doing it then? Well, now as count as clearing the floor, you'll need to do the actual run from the lower floor to clear it. Most of the boss fights are around third boss of a dungeon plus a little bit difficulty, including the anxiety of restarting if you fail ads. You're not even restarting, you're going back to 71. You could be at the end boss and go back to 71. Like, that's like all of like 20 minutes to get back. I don't know. I don't feel like that's right, but whatever. It's gonna happen anyways. Okay, maybe saying as hard as a dungeon boss is selling it too short. Maybe around a 4-man trial difficulty. Okay, sure. All right, the final verse. Unlocked upon reaching floor 99, available to challenge freely, accessible by speaking to an NPC. Challenge with a party of 1 to 4 members. Valuable rewards may drop on rare occasion. I wonder rare rewards. I hope there's a mount. Let's get a mount. I like mounts. After honing your skills, return to conquer the deep dungeon and discover what awaits on floor 100. Wait, what? Wasn't that? Oh, wait, hold on. So there's a boss on the 99th floor, and then another boss on the 100th floor. Oh. Is that the mount? Is this the mount? I think this is the mount. Guys, I'm hyped for that. I'm hyped for this one. Yes, give me the mount. Give me that as a mount. What's this? It's another mount. Oh, I need these. What the fuck? There are like 3 or 4 mounts? Yeah, there's this. Come on, load. Oh. Oh, no shot. Yeah, chandelier. This is awful. I have never had Discord or anything loading this slow. And in this shitty quality, too. I don't know what that even is. You already saw that, and then there's a minion as well. Hell yeah. What is this? Word from the quest unlocked by reaching floor 100 to enter the final verse Quantum. Offerings will be consumed only upon successfully defeating the boss. Imminent grief and opening the treasure coffer that appears. Challenge with a party of 4 members. Party finder. Oh, is it like a hard mode of the boss? There's 5 different kinds of offerings. You'll need 15 in total in any combination to even enter the content. First clear will give you 8 offerings of times 5 types. Oh. No. Opening a chest at the end of the fight will consume offerings in exchange for rewards. Offerings are tradable. At least 15 offerings are required to challenge the verse. Completing yada yada. Sacramental spirits, spices, grain, light, and lilies. Up to 8 of each type can be used for a total of 40 offerings at once. Interesting. Depending on types and number of offerings used, the boss's stats such as HP and damage dealt will increase. Oh, whoa. Interesting. Interesting. The underlying concept behind Pilgrim's Tower is a deep dungeon for everyone. I don't know. I don't feel like it's actually a deep dungeon. I don't feel like it's truly like gets the sense of what a deep dungeon should be. I feel like it's some kind of new content that just said, you know what? I don't think this can stand alone. What do we do? Deep dungeon. But I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Blessed Horde. Another way to farm that for the Hoarder achievement. Cool. Yeah, the same UI. Everything looks the same there. Cause a variety of effects to be produced in the subsequent floors, both positive and negatives. Okay. So it looks like just a little extra stuff in there. Interesting. All right. System updates. Blacklist improvements regarding additional measures being taken to improve Blacklist functionality. That they had the issue where people were able to backtrace through it. Hopefully they fixed that. Cast bar added to nameplates of boss rank enemies. Awesome. I'll take that. That sounds kind of nice. Group pose updates. Portrait mode added. This feature allows players to rotate the screen 90 degrees in touch of a single button, making it easier to capture a portrait image. Portrait image can be previewed without rotating the screen. The preview image then can be rotated and captured. Added the ability to rotate text stickers. Oh, okay. And then just have a bunch of examples. Character display range. Standard is 100 meters. Wide and maximum. Wuk Lamat, Koana, and Bakul Jaja for Domain Mahjong. It's insane. Didn't know anybody actually played Mahjong. What? What's the difference between these? They say they're different, but I don't see any difference. Like, I can even look at the preview and be like, yeah, nothing's different. Whatever. Chat bubble feature. Feature is optional, disabled by default. Text will continue to display in the chat log as normal. Can be set to on/off according to chat mode. Chat bubble and font color can also be set according to chat mode. Chat bubbles will not be displayed during battle or PvP. Okay. Showing kind of how to turn it on. Okay. Down for it. And then we get into a bunch of merchandise. Readings. Okay. Then whatever that is. Oh, that's their fucking Muma Yasha, whatever that is. All right, cool. Well, that was Final Fantasy XIV 7.3 patch notes. I can say I'm not disappointed. Not extremely excited, but I think it'll be a good time. I'm excited to see where that eventually will lead. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. All right, cool. We'll go ahead and say the outro. Like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of good jazz. Catch you guys in the next video. Hope you guys enjoy Final Fantasy XIV and other games, and stay frosty.